Hi, how are you doing? Today I have the opportunity to discuss what are you doing to prepare yourself to be a 21st century leader. I was intrigued to get the opportunity to answer this question. Over the last few weeks, I thought a little bit about it, and here's a little bit of what I had to say about it. Leadership and management communication affects nearly all aspects of organizational life in today's workplace. I believe good leaders help guide individuals, groups, and mostly their entire organization in establishing goals and sustaining action to support those goals. A good leader in today's society has a specific skill set that includes good communication skills as well as decisive decision making abilities. Leadership communication is a process of influence whereby leaders attempt to convince followers to attain specific goals or broad educational outcomes. In my opinion, a good leader needs a position of leadership to start to sustain credibility. Also, the leader needs to be credible in speaking as well as possess technical and analytical skills to retain the credibility. I always keep to myself, but it's hard for me to listen to somebody that isn't credible in my eyes. I always just pay attention to somebody I believe to be more credible. Overall, communication competence is important for a credible, respected leader to have. The TED Talk video we had seen in class gave me good insight and asked several important questions I thought was important to attaining to be an effective leader in today's day and age. A few of those questions that I heard over the video were, what are you looking to anticipate the next change in your business model, your life? Who are you comfortable with? Are you courageous enough to abandon a practice that has made you successful in the past? Some of these questions brought some good ideas to me. The second one, I believe no. If I was successful in something, I don't believe I'd be able to abandon said practice to abandon my success as well. I believe that a person aspiring to be a leader should ask themselves these specific questions. We've discussed many of these things in the video in our own class over the last few weeks. After looking over the topics that we had discussed, I narrowed it down to about three main topics I believe that a leader in today's day and age needs to have. Motivation. A motivational leader is most important to me. All throughout my life and my internships and my workplace, I've always needed to work for a motivated leader, or I typically find the next job. Another thing is bullying. Every workplace needs to have a handle on bullying. I'll discuss that more here in a minute. And also different approaches to leadership. All three of those things are very important, I believe, in being a leader in today's day and age. Each individual needs to figure out why motivation is important to them. A good leader is motivated, and a good leader motivates his employees. So a good leader is well aware of their motivation and what drives them every day. Also, like I had mentioned, a good leader must be educated in sexual harassment and discrimination and how they are creating an environment that nobody wants to work in. A good leader typically doesn't have, a good leader might have had instances in their office, but does not continuously have sexual harassment and discrimination in their workplace. It's frowned upon, and a positive work environment doesn't involve any of those. So good leaders know what's going on in their office and take care of that accordingly. There are also different approaches to leadership. Leaders can maintain different traits, styles, situational habits, transformational habits, and also a bunch of other things that help you be an effective leader. Personally, I have a specific leader in mind that I know traits and styles of theirs that I respect in my workplace and makes me pay attention to them and respect them. Knowing how you will lead will help you become a more effective leader. Just in anything, if you don't have a goal, it's hard to go somewhere. If you don't know what you're leading or why you're leading something, it can be a little bit more difficult to figure out your effectiveness as a leader. The answer to being a great leader is not really that simple, but I believe this particular exercise has helped me think about the different ways that I, moving forward, would want to be an effective leader in the 21st century. Thank you very much.